Hey folks, Eric Lima here, bringing you episode 467 of my YouTube show, The People's Lima. How is everyone going out there? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I hope everything is going great for you. Relax your attitudes and all that good stuff. This is my show. We're going to talk about whatever I want to talk about, but today it's a very special weekend. Actually, this coming Sunday is Mother's Day, and I hope everybody is going to be thankful for their mothers. I know I am. I want to talk about my family and how proud I am to be a member of the Lima family. And, my family, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. Ever since my dad remarried in '88, it's been more challenges for me, but I gotten through those challenges, overcame those challenges. I mean, up until that time, for almost 11 years, I've been the only child in the family. Until my dad met this young lady who has a daughter of her own, and now that daughter ends up being my sister, and the young lady ends up being my stepmother. But I call her my mom. I adopt her as my mother when she married my father. If parents can adopt kids, why can't kids adopt parents? That'd be really cool, right? It's really cool. So once they're married to me, I adopt her as my own. I call her mom now instead of calling her by her first name. Plus, when you have a 2-year-old sister who keeps copying everything you do and parroting everything you do, you got to set the example as the big brother that I am. Got to set the example of being the big brother, and that's what I am, her big brother. So instead of calling her Cheryl, I call her mom. Every time I call her Cheryl before she got married to my father, and Cora, my sister Cora, copies me. I got so annoyed, and I was like freaking out. I was like, stop, that's mom to you. She'll be mom to me when she marries my dad. That's what I always tell her. I gotta tell you though, it has been a pretty good life. I know the first 4 months have been crazy here on YouTube, but no, that's all in the past. I'm moving on. This is the future. I'm trying to move on and do my show. I'm going to talk about celebrities. I'm going to talk about things that are fun to do in life. All right? Fact of the matter is this fun to do, fun to watch, just fun stuff. No drama, no nothing at all. I'm washing my hands of all the drama in the world and on YouTube and just move on. Move on. Shake it off. Shake it off. Like Taylor Swift, you shake it off, bro. You shake it off. Plain and simple, right? Anyways, going back to the story of my mother. She's been a lot. She's been there for me a lot. And we usually clash time to time. But nowadays, it's like, since I'm being the adult now, I've always been willing to help out whenever I can. Like, I'm not much of a helper, but it's like if in emergency situations, when it comes to giving somebody a ride or something like that. I had to do that a couple of times, which is no problem. I mean, you sense a situation, you go, okay, I gotta see if I can help out. So that's a big thing. If it had not been for my family, I wouldn't want to know where I would be today. My father made the excellent decision to get me out of the situation I was in when I was a kid, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun being with my biological mother. I'll be honest with you right now. Mother's supposed to nurture and care. Well, all my biological mother did was hang out with a guy who was very abusive to me back then, and and over the years, I've been taught by my stepmother to learn how to forgive and not have too much bitterness, and going to church really does help. And it's been it's been years and years and years, and living with my family. Many people say, oh, you live in your parents' basement, how embarrassing, you're a loser. With my family, I'm not a loser. I'm never a loser with my family, because I know my family loves me and cares about me and loves me for who I am, and they want to make sure I live right. Hey, I'm not perfect. I am not the most perfect person in the universe. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I make fun of people. Sometimes I get very upset. You know, that's human nature. You know, I'm human. If I wasn't human, if I was perfect, I wasn't human, I would be stuck in some kind of government center being researched like some alien, you know? But I am me. I'm Eric Matthew Lima. There's no other Eric Matthew Lima out there. If there is, let me know. Unless you're trolling me, in that case, I am the only Eric Matthew Lima that lives in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And despite the fact what my city's going through, I'm just thankful that I'm in a good city. It's a community. We're trying to get communities together, which really isn't easy. We have our fair share of crimes, of problems. Homeless problems, people drug overdoses, but shootings have been happening all around. Break-ins have been happening. You know, you know, people. People always say this is like New Bedford's a crime-ridden city, but I grew up in New Bedford. It wasn't always like this when I grew up. When I grew up in New Bedford, it was like, it was all fun. I used to play baseball with my friends outside. My friends usually knock at my house door. Can Eric come out and play? Usually I'm punished. Oh, sorry, Eric's punished or something like that. Oh, Eric's doing schoolwork or homework or something like that. And just, it's amazing. If it's a rainy day, they want to come over and play Nintendo with me. It was really cool. Can I borrow this Nintendo game? Can I borrow that Nintendo game? Don't let anybody borrow. We should have a variety store, like across the street in our neighborhood. I usually go there to get garbage pail kids and whatnot. My father used to work and has his friends babysit me and whatnot, and just it's crazy. When I was living a crazy life back then. And I grew up in that neighborhood. Throughout the entire 80s, I grew up in that neighborhood in the West End of New Bedford. If you check out episode 250 of my show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We used to play baseball with tennis ball. We used to play baseball with tennis balls. We just, like I said, and since my dad married my new mother in 88, it has been, in 1988, it has been, life has changed. My life started evolving a lot, obviously age-wise, and just, I've started to evolve a little bit, but I was still learning a lot more about myself as I go along here, and my new mother really did help me out with that. It's just, we're, I'll make mistakes, I'll screw up on a lot of things. My new mother would chew me out, will yell at me, will berate me and all that good stuff, and just, but not berate me, but, get in my face and say, hey, you can't do this, you got to do this right, shape up or ship out, stop this, stop that, that type of deal. But, she did it out of love. I get punished a lot, but my parents did it out of love. And personally, if it had not been for my family, I would not be where I am today, And, there's something, were there times where I want to blame them for something that happened that it was wrong? There's something that happened wrong in my life? Sure. But you know what? They're always there for me no matter what, And I'm very thankful for my father, Charlie, and my mother, Cheryl. But had it not been for those two intervening in my life, being a part of my life, I would not be here today talking to all of you great people about my life. I lived a tough life. Is it my parents' fault? No. Sometimes things happen for within reason. I always had this sense about that. I've always had the sense that things are happening within reason. Like the drama I went through here on YouTube for 4 months, it happened for a reason. It tests my character. And there's during that period of time, I realized I was not being the person that I'm supposed to be, not setting the example that I'm supposed to be. All right? I know who I am in God. I know who I am. I just ignored the critics, the haters, and the trolls, and just move on with my life. That's why I'm moving on with the show. I like to talk about fun stuff or stuff that inspires me. Like my mother. It's Mother's Day this coming Sunday, and I'm really proud of my mom. I'm really proud what she has done, and she had a passion and a heart for children. That was her main thing. I think once our families came together, and then my brother Tyler was born, My mother didn't want to stop with just the three of us. She and Dad would have, and it would have been an easier life. But my mother Cheryl had the passion and the heart for children so much to the point where she starts taking some kids and foster kids and does foster care. She starts doing daycare on the side too, taking care of daughters of our friends, kids of our friends, and she's still doing that right now, which is amazing. My parents have been, my father that back then was working at Sears. He was working very hard, and she started, my mother started taking care of also kids from our church, to come by, Me and Stephen Horn were like the best of friends, and we're still good friends today. He's been through a lot right now. He's gone through a lot in his life, and he's getting his life together. He's got a girlfriend, and I'm really happy for him for it. It's great. I hope that him and I will get together and do a little gamer dude edition of my YouTube show. We have a lot of fun. We share a lot of laughs. We used to do it via cassette. We used to record each other playing video games on cassette, and just come up with so many funny catchphrases or quote Three Stooges movie lines or something like that. But like I said, all that has not been possible if it had not been for my parents. They provided for me. They and my siblings. They provided. They gave us love. They taught us a lot of things in life. And how to deal with things in life. The fact of the matter is this, that I am really excited, that I'm going to give a shout out to my mother, Cheryl A. Lima, on this Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Mom, I love you. God has blessed me putting you in my life, and just you're totally awesome, and just the fact is that I have a lot of respect for what you do and the passion what you do. And I know there's things you do I don't understand, but you know what, you do it for a reason. There is a reason for everything that you do in life. Whatever that reason is, you're doing it, and it's great to see. It's great to see. It's great to see that, and so I say, Mom, I love you. This video is dedicated to you, and I want to wish you a very happy Mother's Day as well. And I want to continue on here before I end this video. Like I said, my mother has a passion, and now we've been having Japanese exchange students over our house for a few years. Now we're doing that again, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And I had some, I come up with some crazy ideas, like a tradition of our family. If we always go to Gene's Seafood in Fairhaven. Gene's Seafood makes the best fish and chips ever. I don't know if anybody would agree with me on that, but anybody locally that is my friends on YouTube, I'm sure you probably agree with me. Gene's Seafood, best fish and chips ever. If you happen to be in the area, go to Fairhaven, Massachusetts, and go to Gene's Seafood. Tell them the People's Lima sent you, and he said this is the best fish and chips ever. You want to try some? Just get the smallest one. So because I tried medium, forget it. I was stuffed. I was halfway stuffed, but I felt like I was in a hot dog eating contest with Takeru Kobayashi, for God's sakes. Or was it or Joey Chestnut, or the last year's champ Matt Stoney from Massachusetts, which I think is pretty cool. The guy from Massachusetts winning the whole thing. So it's really, really cool. And just I'm very thankful for that. I'm very not for that, but I'm very thankful for my life and the way for my stepmother and the way she stepped up for me. And what happened to my biological mother? Well, we kept in touch. I still talk to her up until her death about 4 years ago. She passed away 4 years ago due to chronic bronchitis, and and the guy that she was with that abused me, she ended up marrying him, and he died of cancer years ago as well. And she still kept in contact with me and all that. She was living with a roommate at the time. Every time I call and ask for her, he gets upset. I don't know what the guy's issue was, but he got really upset. And he's got to understand, I'm not there to call her and ask her for money because I'm already got a job at that time. I still contacted with her. Last time I talked to her was it 2009, I believe. That was, wow, 6 years ago. So, I kind of regret not seeing her. That's my only one regret is not seeing my biological mother face to face live for one more time. I wish she had a Facebook. I wish she had a Instagram and all that. I wish she was more internet savvy. That way we can communicate with each other more often, and have her see the pictures of me of how I've grown, and I got my YouTube channel set up and everything else. But things had to happen. Things happened the way they happened. And you know, it's it wasn't easy. My life wasn't easy. I can guarantee you this much right now. My life was never easy. It's not been easy back then. It's not easy now. It's been, like I said, since I got this job at the mall, I've been through more challenges in my life every single day. Since I got the internet, challenges have risen up, especially what has happened the past 4 months. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. It's just been crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just I'm just very grateful of my life and the way, despite everything going on, I'm thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that I'm well. Thankful that you know, I'm me. Thankful I'm here on this earth as long as God wants me to be. If He wants to take me home, that's the way it's gonna be. But I'm not ready to leave this earth. I'm not ready to call it quits. I know God's not done with me. I know there's a lot of things going on in my life, and I need to straighten myself out too in order to achieve what I want to achieve. But like I said, I have my parents to thank for helping me and guiding me, and I'm sure even though I live under their house, I still follow their rules. I mean, just because people say, okay, I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, or even bring girls home. Does that mean because that doesn't necessarily mean that my parents made me or I have to follow their rules. It just basically said I chose that life. I chose that way, and I chose to live here. Either way, whether I leave this house or not, I'm still going to choose the way I live. I'm not still. If I ever left this house and found an apartment, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to do drugs. I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'm not going to bring girls over unless I find the right girl for me. But right now, I'm living single. I'm having a happy life. Thankful I got a roof over my head. Thankful I got a family that cares about me so much. And I'm just very thankful that I'm going to continue to be thankful. And I, like I said, I do follow rules and that rules and regulations of the house, and that's what I'm going to do. Even though I'm an adult, my parents let me make my own decisions. They let me do whatever I want to do, but I got my limits on that. They trust me in a way, so I'm going to continue to try to not betray their trust. If you don't like, sometimes if I don't like the rules of the house, I can find another place to live. It's pretty simple as that. For right now, this is where I felt like I need to be, and that's where I felt in my heart that I would love to be. Because the fact of the matter is this, that, like I said, I'm very thankful for my mother. I'm thankful that what she's done for me in my life, God has guided her in the right direction and always will continue to do that. And it's blessed her. In fact, my family's been blessed since my father retired. I mean, we get new stuff left and right and all that good stuff, and just having a lot of fun. It's, I tell you what, life isn't easy of our family, that's for sure. Also, I got a brother and sister that have not spoken to each other in years. We and siblings having different philosophies and all that. I got two brothers serving in the armed forces. The branches of two different branches of the armed forces. My brother Tyler in the Air Force, serving there, and my brother Michael serving the Army, and my sister Jewel wants to join up with the Marines. And wow, so it's gonna be I'll tell you what, it's gonna be a real big stretch for me and my family, that's for sure. Having the three middle siblings wanting to serve our country, which is it makes me proud to say that. And hey, when they were little, they were annoying at times, but you know what though, they've grown up, and they found somebody in their lives. Back out of those three middle siblings I was talking about, two of them got married, and one's basically engaged. So I don't know what's going to go on there, but the fact is I'm going to keep praying for them and just do what like I said, if it hadn't been for a great mother, I think I don't know where those three would have been. They were taught a lot by my mother. My mother's a homeschool teacher as well, and and yeah, it's been, wow. It just blows my mind that it blows my mind that it's just amazing what what God has done. You know, and I just sit there and I just look at. I'm just like, Lord, what? This is awesome. I mean, what else can you do for an encore? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to me in my future. And but until then, I'm going to keep doing this show. I don't care what happens. I'm going to keep doing this show until God says time to go home. Well, until that happens, I want to say once again, Mom, Happy Mother's Day, and I love you, and thank you. Thank you for the teachings you have me. You taught me and my siblings, and to my siblings, Cora, Tyler, Michael, Jewel, Jaira, Jasmine, Jada, and Rebecca. I'm really proud of you guys. And I love you guys. You guys are totally awesome siblings. Sometimes you're a bit annoying, but you care about me. You love me, and to our additions of the family that I'm talking about, Brandon, Lanelli, Rob will be an addition. So to you three, thank you for being part of our family. And thank you for taking good care of my siblings in a way. And Danica too. I forgot Danica. You know, and Danica, I want to thank you guys so dang much. And I want to give my thanks to my father, who took a big step in taking Mom as your wife back in 1988. And you also took another big step, and it's about second biggest step you made was you took three of the biggest steps in your life. One is accepting the Lord into your life, which you did. That changed your life completely, Dad. And two, taking Mom as your wife back in '88. I'm really proud of you, Dad. You're totally awesome. And three, retiring from Sears after working there for almost 40 years. And I know how tough that. I don't know if it was tough for you or not, but you weighed your options and you used wisdom and you asked for wisdom. You sought out wisdom and you did it. And you decided to do it, and you made the right decision. And ever since then, like Mom said, that has been the best thing you ever done, Dad. No matter what I've gone through in life, I always will love my family. I'm really proud of my family. And Dad had a dream that one day, he dreamed of a day where everybody would sit at the Thanksgiving table. Everybody. All of my siblings, all of our extra family members, all of us at the dinner table talking and laughing. I hope that dream comes true, Dad. I hope that dream comes true. Well, so, Mom, happy Mother's Day. And I hope this video is inspiring to people. And I hope that you get something out of it. Well, that's all the time we have on this great show. And like I said, to my family, relatives, and friends, thank you for tuning in. I'll be sharing this video somewhere. To my real subscribers, thank you for your support and tuning in. And remember, coolness is the essence of a happy person. See ya, and see ya next episode.